Hey everybody, today we're gonna have a quick chat. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about life lately and maybe perhaps spill some tea. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sophie, the Bookish Floor, and here we talk about books mostly. Sometimes we talk about hobbies, and today we're just having a quick chat, drinking some coffee and just kind of talking and getting up to date to what has been going on. I haven't been uploading that often and just kind of wanted to chat with you guys about why that's been going on. So let me just set my coffee down so I can chat with you guys. So yeah, I think since September, October, my schedule hasn't been quite that regular on my uploads. I usually upload in Spanish every Wednesdays and in English every Friday, and my uploads haven't been that frequent, and that is because in September, well, couple of things for those who are new. If you guys don't know, I don't talk about it a lot, but I do suffer from very heavy migraines. Never had a migraine in my life, and then a few years ago I started having them, but very mild migraines and very sporadically. And then about 2 years ago I started having them like quite frequently, once, maybe twice a month. And then they started coming like twice a month, and very like harsh, difficult migraines where I had to be 3 to 5 days in bed, not talk to anyone, not do anything. And yeah, it was horrible. So obviously that kind of took a toll because half of the month I was down. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't work. I was actually kind of doing research on what could I do, because that didn't mean that I would now have to go through the process of getting diagnosed with something, maybe having a disability that I didn't expect that I might have. Like, what was going on? Like, everything was running through my brain. Obviously, I had taken a break from working since the pandemic, like working full time. But does that mean, did the migraines mean that I couldn't go back to work ever? Because every time I got an offer to go back to work, I would have to think, I'm getting migraines like this heavy twice a month. That means that if the month has 4 weeks and I'm having migraines 3 to 5 days twice a month, that's like half of the month. No one's gonna hire me like that, right? And if you guys don't know, I'm an educator, so I would be out for half of the month. That means like half of the year, half of the school year. So who's gonna pay for that? Like, no one. So yeah, that was something that was going through my brain. I also obviously with this thing that I do, which is reading and content and all that, I have to use the computer, I have to read. And yeah, so all that to say that I, in September, after many months of going through different doctors and diagnoses and different things and treatments and trying different stuff, I started a treatment that was a little bit heavy on my system, and I wasn't able to read that much. And I also was on a very bad reading slump, and I also picked some really bad books. So it's kind of a combination of a lot of things. And September was a really bad month where I only finished like a couple of books. And I think a challenge kind of saved it, a challenge that I did with a friend. And yeah, that really helped me out a lot. And also the whole month it took for me to like kind of get used to that medication, and for my brain to kind of get back to sort of normal. And then October I did much better. I did a few other challenges. I did like Halloween challenges, so that was fun again. Reading was fun again. And I was able to do like a video of Spooky Rex, but I was able to upload it in Spanish. I didn't have time. So because I had such a horrible month in September, and I think August also was like not a great reading month. October, I was kind of trying to catch up. And I spent most of the month just trying to catch up on my reading and didn't upload a lot. I also kind of, all that coincided with me getting a lot of work outside of this, because I actually work. Like I said, outside of this, I have a couple of part-time gigs that I do. One is in education and one is in consultation. So I started getting a lot of work there. So yeah, I've been incredibly busy and I haven't been able to film or upload. Well, film, I have been able to film on my breaks, but I haven't been able to edit, which takes longer than filming. And then uploading, the bulk of the work for filming and uploading and all that is the editing. So that's where I haven't been able to have like a break to do that. So yeah, hopefully now I'm gonna be able to kind of scale back on the other work. Probably mid-January is when it's gonna pick up again, and now I'm gonna have time to do more videos. So my plan is to plan videos, film them, edit them, and schedule them beforehand. So yeah, so that's what I did in August, and it was in July, and that was super successful for me to pre-film, pre-edit, and upload beforehand, and just schedule them to be released. So I think I'm gonna start doing that. This is my first year on YouTube. Kind of getting used to it. And I want also this to still be fun. I don't wanna, this is not something that I wanna force myself to do. So when it's not fun or when I can't do it, I don't film and I don't do it. If I don't feel like doing it, I won't do it. So yeah, so if you see me, it's because everything's going fine. If you don't see me, it's because I'm either busy, or I'm getting a migraine. So either one of those two. Luckily, I think we kind of figured that whole migraine thing. I'm not gonna talk a lot about it because every person is different, and I'm not a doctor, and you should not be taking any advice from me. So if you have migraines, go definitely visit your doctor. The advice that I would give people that have migraines, that have asked me, people who are close to me, is that definitely be vigilant for yourself and do your own research, because people have tried to diagnose me with different things that were not it, and that I kept telling them they weren't it. And doctors in different areas were telling me there was certain things, especially being a woman, everything is hormonal, and it wasn't it. And yeah, definitely do your research. You know your own body, you know what you're eating, you know how you're feeling, all that. So yeah, definitely be your own advocate and do your own research and look for it. And at the end, I ended up figuring out what it was. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. That tea I'm spilling today in the medical community. Hopefully I'll be uploading more often from now on. And what else did I wanted to talk to you guys? Oh, I also wanted to talk to you guys about the books that I've been reading. So this month I've been reading a lot of Native American authors. It's Native American Heritage Month in the US, and every year since I started my book journey on social, since I started Bookstagram and then Booktube, this is my third year doing it. I know I'm a wee baby on this community, but this is my third year doing it. I read from Native American authors, and this year I have been doing that. My absolute favorites this year have been Elatsoe and Moon of the Turning Leaves. Not disappointing. Moon of the Turning Snow, I think is the first one. I read it my first year when nobody knew about that book. I found it on Script. I listened to it. I loved it. Then it kind of started to pick up. People started talking about it. I was very excited to see it all everywhere, and I'm like, oh my god, I was like, I listened to it, like no one was talking about it, and then everybody started talking about it, and I just joined that community, and I was kind of the first ones to be part of a trend, so that was kind of cool. and then everybody's love turned it into a sequel, and the author says that everybody's love kind of helped create that sequel. And then that second one came out last year, and I didn't get a chance to read it, and this year I finally did, and it did not disappoint. I know that a lot of people, once it came out, kind of waited, because I don't think it came out again. I think it came out at a weird timing, and not a lot of people read it, and I know that a lot of people have it kind of in the back burner and said, oh, I'm gonna read it because it's really good. I really liked it. And yeah, I've been reading those books, and I'm really excited to tell you guys about it. But yeah, I haven't been doing a lot of wrap-ups, but hopefully I'll be doing one next week with the books that I read for Native American Heritage Month. So that's very exciting. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do something in December to challenge myself, because I have nothing else to do. I think I'm gonna have more free time, and I'm gonna do a little bit of a Christmas challenge. And yeah, this is kind of inspired by my bookshop. If you guys don't know, I have, and that's why I'm also very busy, I have a little used bookstore or bookshop online called Drinks and Books that shop on Instagram, and I'm local here where I live, so I do sell used bookstores at a very reasonable price, because books are not that accessible here, so they're all between $2.50 and $5, never more than $5. And I decided this year to do like an advent calendar. I made 6 boxes with 12 Bookish gifts. The books are new, they're not used. Usually I do use books, and then I do like literary kits, what I call it, and they have like tabs and pens and markers and stickers and bookmarks and different things that I have. Let me see if I have one here, something like that. So this is a literary kit, and this is like I'm trying to do that conversion. This is like $7, and it has like a pen. It usually has a marker. I'm waiting for my markers. Has stickers, a notebook, has tabs, bookmark, and other stuff. And then I also have the book, so I can sell it as a set. And this year I decided to do 6 boxes with advent calendars with a lot of goodies inside. I have been preparing them all month, so that has been taking a lot of my time. Also, a lot of work on designing and doing different things. It was a lot of fun. It was only 6 boxes, but it was so much work, so I don't think I'm gonna do it again. I do not know how people do it with small business and designing and doing all that stuff. It's insane. So I think I'm gonna stick to just having those like used books that I have, and creating the small literary kits. The advent calendars were a lot of work. And yeah, just to break even, it's gonna be hard. So I just do it labor of love. And again, this is just very just for people to have access to books and to make something fun. No one's trying to be a millionaire over here. This is just a fun, like a hobby thing. And based on that, because I really love the whole idea and the logo that I designed and all that, I'm gonna do a challenge, and it's gonna be called Bookmas 2024, and I'm gonna be doing a challenge of reading 24 Christmas books, one each day. Obviously they're gonna be shorter books, and I'm gonna be picking those very soon, and each day I'm gonna try to upload a video with my thoughts on the book. So you're gonna see me from the beginning of the day, when I start listening, throughout the day, my opinions on the book, and then at the end, my review of the book. So every day, sort of like an advent calendar, but of books, of Christmas books. And obviously this is not gonna be super edited, super glamorous. You're probably gonna see me like without makeup at the beginning of the day, because I need to just kind of listen to it, read the clip, not read the clip, film the clip, put it in the computer, edit it so I can upload it, and kind of go through it. I'm not gonna go through the trouble of putting on makeup, so I can have the perfect lighting and film. Oh, I'm gonna start my book now. No, like let's do this so I can crack those 24 books. So I think that's gonna be fun. Might be a bit chaotic. So we'll see. I think this is gonna be definitely a challenge. I might regret it, but we'll see. I'm feeling very hopeful that I'm starting to feel better, that I'm gonna have a bit of downtime, and then Christmas is gonna be a lot of fun, and then I'm gonna reach my goals, and then I'm gonna do those books, and then you guys might find Rick's, obviously not the 24, but maybe you find 2 or 3 books that you might want to read throughout December while you're cozying up and getting ready for Christmas. So that's gonna be a lot of fun, I think. I hope, if it's not for me, at least it's gonna be for you, watching the train wreck kind of happen in front of your eyes. I think that might be fun. So yeah, that's gonna be my December challenge. So another thing that I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about is another, maybe spilling up the tea. I know that Christmas is coming. A lot of you are gonna be asking for gifts, for bookish gifts, and maybe bookshelves and stuff. Something that I've been seeing a lot is the changing of the bookshelves. The people talking about the white bookshelf not being cool anymore. I think people went through that whole, oh, rainbow bookshelves are not fun anymore, and now they're going through that white bookshelves are not fun anymore. And you guys know from the beginning, this has been a thrifted, not expensive, saving money sort of channel. And my bookshelves are fine. I'm not planning on changing them. If you guys know, if you are here from the beginning, which means January 2024, this is my first year again on BookTube, you guys know that these are actually black, and I have covered them with contact paper to make them white. So instead of buying new ones, I just bought contact paper, the one that you use to cover shelves or whatever. And that's what I did. And anytime that I want, I can change it. A lot of people are buying like those wooden and like wooden shelves, and they have like the brackets are black, and then the shelves are like wooden, really pretty, like dark wood. Like when I got extra shelves, I went to Home Depot and they just cut the wood. I can take the contact paper, make it a darker color, and then because these are already black, there you go. And for the ones that are black, I can get wood contact paper and cover them, so I can get that same design if I get tired of it. I don't feel like spending money. I just recently got these and cover them in white. So this is me just telling you, those libraries are beautiful, the ones that they're making. But don't feel obligated for you to change your whole library, especially if you just joined. If you kind of love this color and you just got your bookshelves, you don't have to change anything. If your all of your bookshelves don't match and they're all different colors, and if they're rainbow, and if they're whatever, if they're plastic, if you don't even have shelves and you just have a tower of books, who cares? Nobody cares. You do whatever you want with your books. You have the books that you want, you have the shelves that you want. You do whatever you want with your library. It's yours. You're paying for it, right? Or you're not paying for it. If you can afford it or not afford it, that's fine. The whole point of reading in this community, and the people who are actually part of the community, they don't care. Like all those booktubers that are great and amazing, they're not gonna care, and they're gonna tell you the same thing. When they are doing this, they're changing on the shelves, they are gonna tell you, you don't have to change it. I'm changing it because I want to. Some of them have said, I had the same bookshelf for 10 years. I just want to change now. And it so happens that they're changing it something that it's trendy right now, and that's fine. But most of the amazing booktubers are gonna tell you that you don't have to change. So never feel guilty or ashamed that your bookshelves are not the latest trend, that your books are not the latest trends, or the latest sprayed edges, or that are the cheapest ones, or whatever. Most of my books are $1 a piece because I go thrifting them, and I don't buy them new because I don't have $30 for a new book, because I have other priorities in my life, and that's just where I'm at right now in life. So just be happy and do whatever you want with your books. That is my 2 cents on that shelves and book topic. Get whatever you want, whatever makes your heart happy. And what you can do for Christmas is definitely make a list of your wish list, and whoever wants to support you and can support you, have them give you something, perhaps money, so you can get your dream shelves, or maybe they can help you out with a shelf. Or maybe do what I'm doing, get a regular Walmart shelf and just add from Home Depot like this. Just go get wood and have them cut it and stain it and make it beautiful, because the shelves from the Walmart bookshelves are actually kind of weak. So if you get the frame but you put your own shelves, it's gonna be better. So that's a tip from it. So anyways, that is also sort of a tea, my 2 cents, whatever you want to call it, on the bookshelves. And what else did I want to talk to you guys? Oh, the goals. Okay, so we're also getting through to the end of the year. Everybody's talking about their goals, the goals that they reached, have they reached them. I'm definitely trying to reach my goal, and this challenge of the 24 books, if definitely with the mindset that it's gonna help me reach that goal. I set my goal to 112 books this year. Last year I was able to get to 100 books in a year, which is great. The only reason why I picked 112 books is I thought I could do one more per month. I thought that was a doable goal. I had a couple of really bad months, I think, in May, August, and September, which set me back. So I'm hoping that this challenge is gonna help me out. However, if I feel super burned out, if I can do it, at any point I can say no and I'm still gonna feel successful. I'm at 90 something, so I know I'm gonna reach my goal at 100 books. However, if let's say tomorrow my migraine started and I have a horrible attack and I cannot read for the rest of the year, I'm happy at whatever number I have. The point is that I'm reading, and then I'm reading fun books, but I'm also reading important books. Months like November, which are Native American Heritage Month, that help me read from communities that I'm not a part of, that help me learn, that help me understand. That is what is really important for me, for my reading journey. When I read from the LGBTQ community in June, when I read in March, when I read celebrating or commemorating Women's Month, I love those because I get to learn a lot. And I also love like Summerween and Halloween because I get to just read spooky, witchy, fun books. Or I did my Taylor Swift challenge, which was fun. Well, some were fun, some were ugh. But that was, I had a Christmas book that was a surprise there that I didn't expect. That was a last minute pick, and I loved that it was my favorite book of that challenge. So you never know. If you're reading to learn, or if you're reading just for fun. I just saw a post of this woman saying that they read for fun, that they don't catch any plot holes, that they're not thinking like, remember at the beginning when they said well, where did that go? And she's like, I already forgot the beginning, who cares? And that is so amazing. Like, imagine enjoying a book like that. I'm kind of half like that. Sometimes I forget and I don't even know, and I just enjoy the book. And sometimes I kind of narrow into something and I cannot forget that, and it annoys the heck out of me for the rest of the book. So however you read, as long as you're reading and as long as you're having fun and it's serving your reading journey, it doesn't matter if you're reading 1, 2, 3 or 100 books. So goals are just for you, and if you don't reach it, you have next year, and if you reach it, that's great. The whole point is that you're getting there. No one ever won at anything who didn't try it. So if you are reading, you're getting towards your goal, whether it's this year, next year, or whenever. And if you never get to your goal, you're at least trying every year. So that's amazing. So again, never let those goals kind of detract you or make you want to quit. And my last controversial tea spilling, I don't know what you want to call it, thing that I'm gonna say on this rant, that I'm, well, not rant, and this little chat coffee thing chat that we're having right now, I haven't even drank any of my coffee, that I'm gonna say is about Goodreads. I love Goodreads. I don't care what anybody says. I love Goodreads. It's fun. What do I do there? I just upload the books and I put the dates and I just use it for my goals. Do I go in all the time? No. Do I see other suggestions? Nah. Do I care about the winners of each year? Nah. But this is what I do with the Goodreads Choice Award. I go every year because I know it's a popularity contest. People vote for books that are popular even if they haven't read it. So rumor has it that the books that are nominated are the books that are on most people's wanna read list, even if they are really low rated, like 3.5. It's not a super low rating, but it's not a 4, it's not a 5. So if a lot of people have it on their like want to read, it's gonna be there. So it's if it's popular, if the marketing is there. So this is how I vote. This is how I tell people that I'm interested in these books. And I know that it's not gonna affect it, the most popular is still gonna win, but this is how I make my vote count, and this is what I suggest people do. I did it last year, I'm gonna suggest it this year. Okay, our books are not gonna win, but this is what I want you guys to do. If you can, you're gonna go and you're gonna vote for minorities. Go look for all of the minorities, people of color, all of those stories that are very important that you know are not gonna win the popular vote. Most of the books nominated are from white authors, are traditional stories from white author, popular stories that tell the same tale over and over, that are fun, that are great, that are amazing. That doesn't mean that there are bad books and that they don't deserve to win. However, they are the same stories that we keep listening, reading, hearing about, and that's fine. With that, we have those. That's fine. We don't want them to go away, but we also want other stories, right? So let's let them know that we are also interested in these other stories. For example, Moon of the Turning Leaves is there. I'm already read the book, so I'm sure as heck gonna go ahead and vote for it. But if I hadn't read the book, I would still go ahead and vote for it, because I know not a lot of people are gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so I would suggest you guys do that, because you are telling Goodreads, hey, okay, I know this book is not gonna win, but people are interested, people are voting, so keep an eye on this author, keep an eye on these stories, maybe push it a little bit more, maybe suggest it for next year, maybe put it on one of your other lists of, oh, Native American authors, or murder mysteries, or interesting whatever. So go and vote for those stories, because they are important, and they're not gonna get all of those votes, but you are saying something when you vote for those stories. So yeah, I know it's not gonna be super popular opinion that I do that. However, is it the same that people vote for authors that they haven't even read, but they recognize the cover because it's all over TikTok? Yes, it's the same thing. They do the same thing. A lot of people are just voting for covers that they recognize because they see on social media about books they've never read, because you're allowed to vote for any book even if you haven't read it. So a lot of people do that. They just click on the books they recognize from social media. And what's on social media? The same old books. That's how Fourth wins. That's how those books get published, and they go and sell millions of books, and then people read it and are like, what the heck did I just read? So anywho, that's definitely my tea on that one. So those are all my controversial opinions, my thoughts on all of this. Oh, and I forgot about audiobooks. Let people read audiobooks. It's the same as reading, and yes, I know it's not reading, it's listening, but it's the same thing. You're still listening to the story, you're still absorbing the story. When you're reading, you have a voice in your head narrating the story, so it's the same thing. Okay, so let people do that. And me, with my migraines, it's incredibly difficult for me to actually read a book physically because it hurts me and my brain, so I need to listen to the story. So please let people listen to their books. That is my rant on audiobooks. So anyways, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening to me and my rant, me spilling my tea, my controversial opinion, my thoughts, my kind of putting you up to date on my life if you care. If you agree with any of the things that I just said, please let me know in the comments. If you made it up to here, why don't you put a little gift and maybe in anticipation for Bookmas 2024? And remember that in the description you have all the ways that you can support me and my channel, and all the ways you can follow me on other social media. Remember to keep reading and keep blooming, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.